Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Local Revenues Subcommittee of the Ways and Means Committee. It is Tuesday, March 14th. We have a number of bills. We're going to try to move quickly, but please, if you have questions or comments, members, don't hesitate to unmute yourself and jump in if I miss a hand raise or anything. Starting with House Bill 404. And we do have an amendment to this bill. You should have the reprint that Stan prepared. This was the bill dealing with the hardship exemption for the homeowner's property tax credit, and the amendment it simply takes a different approach to achieve the same goal. We are working within the existing local supplement tax credits and simply amending the criteria so that a county could increase the maximum income threshold to qualify for the tax credit, and could add, and as it already exists in statute, can add additional criteria so they could work in the hardship exemption through those additional criteria. So achieving the same goal, just a different approach, and the local supplement to the homeowner's tax credit is already administered by SDAT and would continue to be administered by SDAT. So is there a motion on the amendment?
I move the amendment. Motion to move the amendment.
A second.
Madam Chair, may I just insert something real quick?
Oh, please do. Yes.
I just wanted to mention that the amendments also give the same authority to municipalities, corresponding authority to municipalities. Just wanted to mention that.
Thank you for adding that. Any questions or discussion on the amendment? All right, all in favor, please raise your hand. All right. Any opposed? Okay. On House Bill 404 as amended, is there a motion?
Motion to move House Bill 404 as amended.
A second.
Thank you. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion on the bill as amended? If not, all in favor, please raise your hand. Wonderful. House Bill 404 as amended is moving on unanimously. House Bill 236. Now, you'll recall this is the state tax sale ombudsman outreach campaign. And you'll recall we discussed this previously. We were waiting for appropriations to approve it, given the fiscal note. We have amended the bill, and now it simply states that it is the intent of the General Assembly that that at least 2% of the fund be used for outreach. It does not prohibit the department from using more for outreach activities, but it does not require the same magnitude of appropriation. So, Stan, any clarifications or additions you want to make there in a
not particularly. Just for reference, in fiscal 24, 2% of the homeowner protection fund would be about $56,000. And it does the bill still includes language that would allow the ombudsman to obtain information, for example, from the comptroller, from the counties, so that to facilitate the outreach to potentially eligible homeowners.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a motion on the amendment?
I move.
A second.
Okay, it has been properly moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Delegate Miracle North.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was just curious as to why the change in the title if the original purpose was about the ombudsman.
Sure. So the bill as amended is focused very specifically on the homeowner protection program. The bill as introduced was somewhat more broad about generally the services available through the ombudsman. So that's why the bill title now refers to the homeowner protection program specifically, but the ombudsman is still conducting the outreach.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good, thank you. Any other questions or discussion? Okay, voting on the amendment, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Wonderful, thank you. And on House Bill 236 as amended, is there a motion?
Move favorable.
Second.
Great, thank you. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion on House Bill 236 as amended? All right, all those in favor, please. Wonderful, another unanimous one. Moving on. Okay, House Bill 665. This is, you'll recall, the bill directing SSTAT and the Comptroller's Office to work together on a joint report looking at how tax credits administered by SSTAT could be improved with collaboration with the Comptroller's Office to enhance access, raise awareness, and make it easier for folks to apply for those tax credits. And there is no amendment on this bill. Is there a motion?
I move.
Second.
Thank you. All right, any questions or discussion? All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Any opposed? All right, wonderful. We're cruising with unanimous support so far. Moving on to House Bill 896. And we do have an amendment for this. House Bill 896 is dealing with creating a fee for commercial and industrial property tax assessment appeals. And the amendment simply says that the fee to file the appeal would be refunded if the appellant achieves a favorable result in the appeal. So if the appeal is, I guess, grounded or validated with the outcome, then that fee would be refunded. Is there a motion on the amendment? Delegate Hornberger, it looks like you have a question or comment.
Yeah, I just looked there at the fiscal note. Does it specify what that fee is for the properties above $1 million still?
So the fee is unchanged by the amendment. The fee is $50.
Okay.
The amendment just deals with the refundability of it.
Of the 50.
The fee is $100 for the Maryland tax court.
Thank you. It's $50 for the initial appeal and then $100 for the tax court.
Okay. And so no change between commercial or privately owned properties. They're all $100. Right?
It's commercial or industrial property with an assessed value greater than 1 million.
Okay. So what is with the amendment, which we're all voting on now, what will the bill do versus what the status quo is?
So Stan, jump in if I'm wrong, but the status quo is there's no fee at all, right? The bill established the fee at $50 for the initial level and $100 at actual tax court appeal, right? The amendment says that if the appellant is successful or the finding is in their favor, then the application fee is refundable.
Okay, thanks.
Delegate Long.
Thank you. You said tax court. This is not the first step for a tax appeal. When you say tax court, that means that they're going down to Preston Street. Am I thinking wrong?
So the first level of appeal is to the supervisor. The
Right.
fee comes in at the Property Tax Assessment Appeals Board, which is the second level. That's the $50. And then the third level is the Maryland Tax Court. That's the $100 fee.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you. Is there a motion on the amendment?
I move.
Second.
All right, the amendment has been properly moved and seconded. Any additional discussion or questions? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand.
Are we on the amendment or the bill?
This is the amendment. So this is making it refundable.
Thanks.
Okay, any opposed? All right, on the bill as amended, is there a motion?
Favorable.
Second.
Thank you. Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded. So on House Bill 896 as amended, any questions or discussions? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. And any opposed? Okay. All right, House Bill 896 as amended passes. We've broken our unanimous streak. Moving on to House Bill 897. This is the bill to allow for a simplified renewal for certain applicants for the homeowner's tax credit. There is an amendment, and the amendment really just specifies the information that an applicant would be certifying to SDAT for their easy renewal. And this is an amendment that we discussed at the bill hearing. Is there a motion on the amendment?
Motion to move the amendment.
Delegate?
Mhm.
Just want to say thanks again for your leadership on this. I know this has been a multi-year effort and the department is extremely excited about this bill. So I just want to say thanks again for all your help with this.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you working with us on it. Found some progress. Thank
It's a
you.
really good product. It's a really good product. Yeah.
Okay, so the amendment has been moved. I'm not sure if I heard a second.
Second.
Thank you. All right, so on the amendment, any questions or discussion? All those in favor of the amendment, please raise your hand. Wonderful. Then on House Bill 897 as amended, any questions or discussion? All right. Then all those in favor, please raise your hand. All right. Any opposed? Great. We're back to our subcommittee unanimity. All right, our final bill this afternoon, House Bill 931. This is Eastern Shore Code Counties maximum hotel rental tax rate. And we do have Delegate Hartman here if anyone has questions for him. Any questions or discussion?
I had a quick question.
Sure.
Does this give the jurisdictions on the shore the ability to raise fees and taxes?
It does for the four code counties on the Eastern Shore.
Oh,
Queen Anne's, Caroline, Kenton, Worcester County.
okay, well, and if that's the case, then I'd like to move favorable if I may.
Is there a second?
Second.
Wonderful. It has been properly moved and seconded, and thank you, Delegate Hornberger, for your astute observation there. Any further questions or discussion? All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Wonderful. All right. House Bill 931 is moving on to full committee. Thank you, Delegate Hartman, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed your time in local revenues.
I did. Thanks, folks.
All right. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you very soon. Take care.